Welcome to Seize the Mains by Malhotra's IS Academy. I'm Surbhi Sirdana and this is Season 3 of our Daily Answer Writing Initiative. We are resuming all our initiatives from today. तो आज से आपको Seize the Mains के daily questions website पर updated मिलेंगे. You'll see answers coming next day. And you can also write your answers and post it on the website which is rajisacademy.com. So here today we will be discussing one question जो कि current affairs से related होगा. That would be related to current affairs, anything that is going on in the current affairs. This topic has already been discussed today by Miss Nigda in the weekly current affairs session for international relations and culture. Related to that, one question has been asked. This has been put on our website. In the mains answer writing section, if you click on our website, you will see a list of questions. And आप ये video देखने के बाद, after watching this entire video, you should be writing your own answer. अपना first step लीजिए answer writing की तरफ. If you have already done that, write on a continuous daily basis from Monday to Saturday with us. Post your answers on the website in the comment section here. Answer के question के नीचे and post your answers as images or as typed answers. Our team will respond back to you within the next 48 hours with their feedback on your answer. आपको क्या चीज़ improve करने की ज़रूरत है, कैसे आपको ज़्यादा marks मिल सकते हैं, how can you score higher than other people or what things to improve. Everything will be written in the comments given by our team. So innovative sounds it. Let's see what is the topic for today. The topic is National Maritime Heritage Complex, NMHC, which is coming up in Lothal, Gujarat. So the question for day 99, the question जो कि बनाया गया है, see UPSC and all these public service commissions have a habit of framing twisted questions. So let's see how this question is twisted. The government is developing National Maritime Heritage Complex, NMHC, in Lothal, which is the oldest dock of the world. What are the features of this project? Explain the significance of this project by tracing down history of this site. Significance, tracing down history, answer in 250 words. Now pay attention here. When we start our introduction, हम जब भी answer लिखना शुरू करते हैं, हम introduction से शुरू करते हैं. When we start writing our answer, we talk about the general characteristics of the subject matter being talked about in the question. In this case, Lothal is being talked about क्योंकि Lothal में आपका National Maritime Heritage Complex आ रहा है. So in your first paragraph, you will want to write about the history of Lothal. But there is a catch here. The tracing down history of the site has been asked in the second part of this question. तो आप introduction में क्या लिखेंगे? I suggest that balance the content that you have about Lothal. General history or general introduction about Lothal should be in your first paragraph. Then move on to write about the features, which is the first question, which is the first part of your question 99. Write about the features of this project, and in the second part, which asks you the significance and history of the site, explain and elaborate the history of Lothal and the significance of this project, and then conclude by saying or writing what do you feel about such project coming up in Lothal. In project से हमें क्या फ़ायदा होता है? We'll talk about that in the conclusion. So all in all, you will have some 4-5 paragraphs. The first one will be intro. Here we'll be talking about Lothal in brief. In the body paragraph 1, we will be talking about features of National Maritime Heritage Complex, features of NMHC. In the body paragraph 2, we have to talk about some history of Lothal, which will continue from here. जो history आपने Lothal की intro में नहीं लिखी है, you'll write about it here. Some history plus significance. So since there are 2 parts to body paragraph 2, यहाँ पर आपके 2 parts cover हो रहे हैं. So all these parts, they have to be very brief. They have to be very, very short. And in the conclusion, whether it is 1 line, 2 lines or 3 lines, we'll write 2 to 3 lines of conclusion. Mostly when it is a 250 words answer. So 2 to 3 lines conclusion में हम importance discuss करेंगे. Importance, what is the importance of this project and why such projects in general are important. So let's move on from here. Let's start writing about the introduction, which will have information about Lothal in brief. So yes, in the introduction, talk about that Lothal was one of the southernmost sites of ancient Indus Valley civilization. See, mentioning IVC, Indus Valley civilization here is very important, and use commas, don't use so many sentences in your introduction. ज़्यादा sentences आपके introduction को एक लंबी reflection देते हैं. The examiner feels that you're writing a very long introduction. So located in the modern state of Gujarat. These are the geographical plus a little historical detail when you have talked about Indus Valley civilization. It is known for the discovery of oldest man-made dockyard. So this is feature. So introduction ki first line, it talks about your geography and history, then it talks about features. Then archaeologists believe that the city was a part of major river system on the ancient trade route from Sindh to Saurashtra. Hence, it was a thriving trade center in ancient times with its trade of beads, gems and ornaments reaching West Asia and Africa. See, starting from your third line to your fourth line, you have talked about importance of Lothal. So when you've talked about importance of Lothal, what was the historical importance of Lothal? Now you're creating room that why government is coming up with such a big project in Lothal only. So now very intelligently we have talked about Lothal ki wo kyun important tha, because it was part of an ancient trade route from Sindh to Saurashtra. It was also a thriving trade center because of the maritime linkage, hence your National Maritime Heritage Complex is coming up here. The meaning of Lothal, and this part is objective, you can choose to ignore about the meaning of Lothal. The meaning of Lothal means it is a combination of Loth and Thal in Gujarati, which means the mound of the dead. If you have read about Indus Valley civilization, this should be very clear to you. Lothal means mound of dead. So in the linkage point, now you have to introduce your body paragraph 1, which will talk about the features of National Maritime Heritage Complex. So one line you'll have to write about National Maritime Heritage Complex also and relate it with the introduction. वो जो relation वाला point है, the relating point between this para and the body paragraph 1 will be your linkage point. So the Maritime Heritage Complex in Lothal is a fitting tribute to the city's historical legacy and heritage. So just because you have explained importance here of Lothal, now you're saying that the project that government is coming up with is a very good or a fitting tribute to the historical legacy and heritage of Lothal. Now let's move on to talk about features of National Maritime Heritage Complex. Write down that it is being developed in Lothal as one of its kind project to display India's rich and diverse maritime heritage, one, and to also help Lothal to emerge as a world-class international tourist destination. So this introduces your NMHC. Every paragraph will also have an introduction line. एक आंसर का स्ट्रक्चर ऐसे ही होता है. You talk generally about something in the first line, then you talk about its importance and features. So in the first line you've talked about the definition or the just basic explanation of National Maritime Heritage Complex. The heritage complex in Lothal is being built in such a way that the common man of India can easily understand its history. This line was used by our Honorable Prime Minister, and it is very important that whatever initiatives that the government comes up with, they should be easily understood by the common man. So in this, an attempt is being made to revive the same era by using very modern technology. So that is a link between past and present. The link between past is reviving the same era by using very modern technology. It will have several innovative and unique features, such as the first one is Lothal mini recreation to recreate Harappan architecture or Indus Valley civilization architecture and lifestyle. Then there are 4 theme parks that are coming up. Your first one is Memorial Theme Park, then you have Maritime and Navy Theme Park, then you have the Climate Theme Park, and the 4th one is Adventure and Amusement Theme Park. This is something based on your memory. You don't have to create the features should be known to you and you should be able to write them. The features are very small, बहुत ही कम words आपके a very small amount of words will be taken by the features here. Then the third feature is it will also house the following among others: the world's tallest lighthouse museum, 14 galleries which will highlight India's maritime heritage starting from Harappan times till today, a coastal states pavilion displaying the diverse maritime heritage of coastal states and union territories of India. So these are the broad features of NMHC. Now in the body paragraph 2, as I explained earlier, you have to elaborate on the history of Lothal because that has been asked from you in the question, and also the significance of National Maritime Heritage Complex. So talking about the history of Lothal, let's see what is the history in deep. So Indian archaeologists started the search for cities of Harappan civilization post 1947 in Gujarat, Saurashtra, where Lothal is actually based. Archaeologist Mr. S.R. Rao led the team which discovered the port city of Lothal. So here you're talking about the geological geological part, how it was discovered. The National Institute of Oceanography in Goa discovered marine microfossils and salt, also gypsum crystals at the site, indicating that seawater once filled the structure and it was definitely a dockyard. So this is your history with evidence. In later excavations, ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, unearthed a mound, a township, a marketplace and the dock. So here you've talked about all the features, the historical features that have been unearthed from Lothal by naming the specific institutes which have helped in discovering all these features. So here your history part is done. Some part of history we put in introduction and some part is here. Then the significance of National Maritime Heritage Complex is not tough at all. It is there in all the newspapers. Current affairs mein news bahut zyada chal rahi hai. So first of all, it will act as a center for learning and understanding of India's diverse maritime history. Number one. Second would be that it would be developed as a tourist destination which will improve the economic development of the region. It will become world-class international tourist destination which will augment the economic development of the region. So these two are the broad significances. If you feel that this project can benefit the country or mankind in any other way, then go for a third significance. Write a third significance here. Just check on the word limit. आपकी word limit ज़्यादा exceed नहीं करनी चाहिए. आप then if you're writing a third or a fourth point, make sure that you're not writing NMHC again and again. This is just for your explanation, right? NMHC only, or significance of NMHC is as follows, and then just talk about the basic fodder that is there in the keywords only, not the full sentence. Write the keywords only to save on space and word limit. So in the conclusion, we'll talk about the importance of such projects, or we'll applaud the government that this project has a very good potential in bolstering the tourist capacity and respect for India in the worldwide audience. So Lothal was not only a major trading center of the Indus Valley civilization, but it was also a symbol of India's maritime power and prosperity. This line is very important because it talks about soft power here. Development of this project will bolster the recognition of India's rich cultural and geographical diversity, if you want to add the word geographical here. So this is your full answer for the day. This answer will be uploaded on our website rajisacademy.com tomorrow around 12 p.m. By that time, go through the current affairs videos where we have discussed this topic. Go through this video again and try to write your own answer in the next 24 hours if possible. We take answers even later than 24 hours, but if you want a quick feedback, then try to write within a span of 24 hours only and post it on our website, whether in the form of a photograph, a picture, or typed answers. Also, if you are having any problems with posting on our website, call our admin section. The phone number is available in the description below and also on the screens under this video. Stay tuned, keep working hard. We are back with all our initiatives. So, carry on your answer writing if you have missed out in between, because this will help you not just in your mains but also your prelims. Your memory will get better when you start writing answers on a daily basis. Stay tuned and all the best to you from our team.